But we are beginning tonight with a story that thankfully has a happy ending, but it was a terrifying 3 days for a father whose 16-year-old daughter, who has autism, ran away with a man more than twice her age, and the father was horrified to learn the law was not on his side.
Caitlin Ross is here to explain why the age of consent limits how parents can protect their own minor children. Caitlin?
Georgia is like a lot of other states. The age of consent is 16. That means kids who are 16 are legally allowed to have a sexual relationship with anyone they want. If you take a look, 16 is legal in most states. In only 12 states do kids have to be 18. So in most places in America, if your kid is 16, they are vulnerable and they're on their own. A thankful post on Facebook, shared hundreds of times, celebrates that Mary Margaret is safe. Her dad telling friends and family he was on a plane to New York City to pick her up. But just 24 hours ago, he wasn't sure he would ever see his daughter again.
It's frightening. It's terrifying. My daughter's out there, and we don't know where she is. So.
Yesterday, Glenn Pridgeon says his 16-year-old came home with an expensive diamond ring, thousands of dollars in her bank account. She was acting strangely, so he grounded her.
She cut a hole in the window and walked out.
Within hours, he found out she was in a relationship with a man twice her age that she met on the internet when she posed as an 18-year-old. The man allegedly bought her an engagement ring and called her his fiancée before she ran away with him Monday night. But none of that is illegal.
In the state of Georgia, it is not a crime for a 16-year-old to be in a relationship with someone older.
Alpharetta police investigated, but the way Georgia law is written, there wasn't much they could do. Pridgeon thinks that's wrong.
She is vulnerable. She is on the autistic spectrum. She's 16. She has really never spent the night out of the house.
Georgia Representative Scott Holcomb told me when it comes to her age and autism diagnosis, the allegations are alarming. He says it's an area of the law that needs attention, and he's looking at models from other states considering legislation in Georgia.
Makes me feel gross. It's just a violation.
Child advocacy groups say with the rise in online dating, they're running into this more and more, with underage girls meeting older men in particular who know the law and know it's not illegal. At 6, we're going to talk to Vinnie Politan about how those legislative changes could impact how parents work the legal system.
All right, Caitlin, thanks a lot.